if Biden has any ideology, it would be that he's an institutionalist and he's looking for people who can advance a lot of progressive policies, but will do it in such a way that they're not going to blow up the system. Yellen has so much experience with the Federal Reserve and with working in the CEA that she's someone who knows how to work within the system to achieve these goals.
What is that? What are the implications of that approach from Joe Biden? The fact that you're calling him more of an institutionalist than a moderate. Should we expect to see policymaking return to what it looked like under the Obama administration and perhaps the Clinton administration before that? Or are we going to see significant changes that actually move Washington forward?
I think what you'll see is, in many ways, when I talk about being institutionalist, he almost cares more about how policies are effectuated than the policies themselves. But it's not going to be like the Obama administration in the sense that the Democratic Party has moved much further to the left than it was just 4 years ago under the Obama administration. And it would be wrong to assume that President-elect Biden doesn't want to go to the left where a lot of progressives want to go. It's just how you get there. So, for example, a lot of I would separate progressives into also being institutionalists like him or being anti-establishment. When you talk about the anti-establishment progressives, you're talking about people like Bernie Sanders, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, even Elizabeth Warren to some extent. So when people say that the progressives lost out because they didn't get someone like Warren, that's not necessarily true. If you look at Yellen, she's someone who has been pushing for addressing inequality through economic policy, addressing racial disparities. It's just, once again, how you go about doing it. So the problem that the Biden team is going to face is that unless they win the 2 Georgia Senate runoffs, this will be the first time since 1989 when President H.W. Bush came into office that you'll have a president starting their term with divided government, which means if you look at something like fiscal stimulus, where everyone is waiting on Congress to do something, they may wind up being sorely disappointed. So you're going to have to be relying on the Federal Reserve to provide more of that stimulus during the economic crisis. And that's where it's going to be critical to have someone like Yellen who has intimate knowledge of the Federal Reserve heading up Treasury.